Hey guys, Sandy here, and welcome to the August episode of Oh So Inspired. Today we are inspired by this embroidery hoop art made by Sophie. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'll have the link down below so you can see it and click through. Now, I knew immediately I wasn't going to be making a hoop. I wasn't going to go buy one, but I did right away look at the inspiration piece and know that I wanted to use this Scrap wood effect paper. And then I knew that I had just had some of this pink fresh BU and this navy on the black because of the navy on the back here because of the navy where the hoop is laying on. And then it has that pink floral too. So I think I'm going to be using both sides of this paper. Let's see what I can do. So I gutted my paper, and I gutted it in a weird way. Normally I gut the paper where it's completely even around the entire sheet, but for some reason, I don't know if I was just having an off moment, but there it is. Now, this is a tip. If you gut your paper, or if you poke anything through your paper, like brads or staples or anything that pokes through the other side of the paper, always cover it up with some washi tape. That way it's not going to damage the layout that's behind it in the page protector. And it's also going to be easier for you to slip the pages in and out of the page protector. So say you need to move something around, super easy to do that. So these two photos, I believe I said earlier, are from, wow, my mind just blanked. The Grand Californian. Whoa, my mind just blanked right there. Totally had a moment. And the Grand Californian is beautiful. So, it just is. Now, this is how I scrapbook. I start with one area, and then I just stop and go to the next area. So obviously I was getting ready to build that corner cluster up there and just tossed it aside. Just tossed it right to the side and decided that I needed to mat my photos instead and work on that. So that's what I'm doing, matting those photos. Now this color combination I just think it's gorgeous. The wood, the pink, the navy, the white, like this is just a beautiful color combination to me, and I love it. So I decided to go ahead and mat that little piece that I'm going to use up there in the cluster on the left-hand side. And then I'm going to overlap my photos a little bit. There was like a dude down there in the corner, and I'm not worried about the dude down there in the corner. Wasn't anybody I knew, so, I'm kind of covering them up out of these photos. So, I've got this going on. I'm already starting to feel balance on the page. So, I did have this big expanse of wood up there, and now I'm just going to balance it out. And I know that I'm bringing in florals, and I'm just trying to figure out which florals I really want to bring in. Okay, I don't know which direction I'm going yet with the florals. I don't know if I'm going to introduce a new color. I don't know if I'm going to go with like the same color. I don't know if my florals are going to be pops. I'm just not exactly sure what's going on yet, and that's okay. I spend a lot of time going through my florals and messing around, and these are the ones that I ended up pulling out. Also pulled out a couple label stickers, and some of them are foiled. So just layering things up here. Now I'm just like building my clusters, and I'm repeating the colors. So I have the pink, I have the blue. I also introduced the yellow, and I'm okay with introducing that color because I believe it goes really well with the colors I already have out down here on the page. Now that snowflake type one up there, it's a little awkward. Like it's not my favorite type of die cut, and I honestly don't remember if I use it on this page or if it gets tucked back into my little box of floral dies. I just don't remember. But now I'm just trying to figure out like where I want this stuff to go, where the stuff should be layered up. And I'm not really adhering anything down yet. Everything is just kind of loose. And that's because I'm just totally not sure. I'm just not sure. Most of the time I'm like, stick it down, it can always pop it back up. But for some reason, I'm just really like trying to figure out what I want to do with this layout. And I'm just not sure about it yet. Lots of staring, lots of futzing around with pieces on this layout. I'm really super pleased with how the layout turned out at the end, but there was definitely lots of futzing around and just trying to like figure out what I wanted to do. And I'm not exactly sure why that is. It's not like these are like the best photos in the world and it's a significant, poignant memory of my life, but there was no like photo pressure there. Maybe I obviously put the pressure on myself. Maybe it's just because I was so pleased with the background. Like so pleased with the background, I just felt like I needed to make it beautiful. Who knows? Like, who really knows? All I know is that I put undue stress upon myself about making sure that everything was perfect, and I didn't have to. Like, I cut out a lot of me just messing around, like a lot, guys. I don't know. I'm always like, stick it down, make it happen, like, just do it. And then sometimes I just get trapped by that, it's got to be perfect type thing. And we all do that. Right? We all get trapped by that. It's got to be perfect, but we just move on. So there we go. I'm sticking things down, making things happen. I'm using my small foam squares on these florals here. And I like a variety of foam square sizes and shapes and thicknesses. Makes the pages interesting. So that way you don't always have your like foam square popped upness and then like two foam squares popped up. Like, so you have different, like varying depths is basically what I'm trying to get out. Don't know why I couldn't get it out, but that's what I'm saying. So these frames I pulled out as well, just because the color worked great. The yellow is perfect and I felt like I needed an extra pop. So I cut the frame, and then I just added some glue to make sure that it sticks really well. And then I'm like, oh, where do I want this to go? I had it in its perfect spot. And then I was like, you know what? Nope, it's going to go back here. It is going to go back there, and my little banner is going to layer over top of it. And I think that little frame right there just added a little bit of extra interest on that piece. And then I'm also going to use this frame as well, this other piece of the frame, just to add the extra pop again. So at first it was going to go over here, and then I was like, no, you're not going there. I don't like you there. So I just rubbed off the adhesive really quick, and then I decided to bring it down here. And I had to get my flowers out of the way, and that's okay. Flowers pop up really easily. And then I put my flowers right on back there. So I've got this little bit of yellow in both places, and I like it a whole lot. And then I'm going to bring in the enamel dots here, and these are kind of a brighter yellow, so it's definitely giving you that pop. It doesn't just kind of melt in to the layout like the other ones do. And then I'm going to take some of these other enamel dots, and I'm going to fill in the floral centers. I love taking enamel dots and filling in the floral centers. I think it just adds a little bit of extra dimension, a little bit of extra like oomph to the flowers. So I'm just now, like, I'm really enjoying my layout. I'm liking the way it looks. I'm loving the color combination. I'm super pleased. So while I am getting ready to pull out my letters to put my title on the page here, make sure that you click down below. So this is just a reminder, the Oh So Inspired YouTube Hop. It is hosted by Alicia from the Call Me Crafty Owl YouTube channel. And every month we have an inspiration piece that we look at, and we choose something from the piece that we're inspired by. And then we create a layout or a project or a home decor piece or a card or something crafty is created. We have a whole bunch of different ladies. They do all kinds of different crafty projects. So like I said, make sure that you follow along the YouTube hop. You might find someone new to follow, and just make sure you do that. So I have Grand written down in the wood veneer that is dipped in white. And then I'm going to use these little teeny jelly bean soup letter stickers for Californian. And I'm okay with this bright pop of yellow because I have the bright pop of yellow also with the enamel dots. And on camera, they look like two different colors. They are two different colors, but they read a little bit closer to each other than what they do on camera. So there it is, guys. I'm still futzing around with the flower, and we're going to call it done. I will see you guys again next month. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell so you get notifications, and leave me a comment below if you'd like to chat.